Hello, my name is Gary Wobb. I am a Senior Vice President at Liberty Insurance Agency. I have spent my working lifetime of 38 plus years honing my skills to become a premier insurance broker that my clients count on to give honest, expert advice for their insurance and risk management issues. Properly managing your risk will improve your bottom line. Making your organization more insurable will make you more profitable. You might wonder, what do you mean by being more insurable? What I mean by this is that when we approach different insurers for a proposal, the more insurers we have willing to provide you with a quote, the better the outcome for you. This is obvious, but how can we achieve that? The most obvious way to make you more insurable would be to lower claims, which I talk about in another video. However, there are other steps you can take. One relatively simple way to improve your risk picture is through risk transfer. What I mean by risk transfer is to contractually transfer expenses from losses from you to the party responsible. This is commonly known as indemnification agreements. For example, if you are a general contractor and you subcontract the plumbing work, you would want the plumbing contractor to pay for any loss that was caused by the plumber's own negligence. This is accomplished by having a plumbing contractor sign an indemnification agreement wherein the plumber agrees to indemnify you for any losses, legal fees, expenses, etc. related to failure of their work. Insurance companies look closely at these agreements because they shift the loss to the party responsible. Another way to improve your insurability is to have a comprehensive safety program that is in writing. The manual should outline your commitment to safety, outline who is responsible for different things such as owners, supervisors, or employees. At a very minimum, it should contain information about safety orientation, training, emergency action plan, vehicle use policies, motor vehicle records criteria, OSHA compliance, near-miss reporting, accident investigation, and finally, accountability. There should be other chapters in the program which will vary depending on your business. In my opinion, the most important thing about a safety program is the directive must come from the top down. In other words, the leader of the entire organization must support a strong safety culture. The late Paul O'Neill, who led aluminum giant Alcoa from 1987 through 1999, made safety his #1 priority. His commitment to safety made Alcoa into one of the safest companies in the world. Alcoa's injury rate dropped from 1.86 lost days per 100 workers to 0.2, while at the same time profitability increased by over 500%. Finally, do not overlook your website. Often a website embellishes, but that can be a problem when an insurance company underwriter is reviewing your file. If your website touts that you make critical parts for aircraft or guns, the insurer is going to assume this is true. As you can imagine, that will limit the number of insurers who would be willing to make you an offer. I cannot count the number of times I've had underwriters question me about a company's operation when what I was told by the client/prospect does not agree with the website. I have many other examples of how we help our clients beyond delivering an insurance policy. I hope I can meet with you and discuss how we can help you in your business.